Mark Thurston. Hello, my name's Isabel. I'm actually here to place you under citizen's arrest.
That's right. Citizen arrest.
I'm so sorry. I know you are, but this is a very serious matter.
Very serious matter.
The charge is actually public nuisance, and we have reason to believe that you are on your way to commit further crimes of public nuisance. So you are safe. The police have been called and are on their way. And we just request that you wait here with us now.
It's not possible, I'm afraid. I need to get to work.
I do understand that.
My colleagues tried to do this to me the other day up at my office.
Yes.
So I've seen this done before.
Yeah, it's not a start. I do have the right to under the police the section 24A of the police and evidence.
Well, I'm going to call the police because you're
Yes, please do. You can also call anyone else to tell them that you may well be late this morning.
A group of women, they've arrested the CEO.
Inconvenient for you, but I'm afraid the
who is the
very serious as well.
CEO of Anglian Water.
This morning, 7:10 this morning, a group of women made a citizen's arrest.
The
person that they arrested was a man by the name of Mark Thurston, CEO of Anglian Water. He was waiting to catch a train at Colston South Station in South London. He was standing on a packed platform of commuters. You just see the picture there. These women,
People Power,
organisation called Citizens Arrest,
Anglian Water,
said that they went up to him, surrounded him, held hands so that he couldn't escape, and basically prevented him from leaving the scene, while one of the group read him the charges he is accused of.
Anglian Water CEO.
To these women, they're accusing him of up to 3 counts of public nuisance, focusing on environmental damage, illegal sewage spills, which pose a risk to the public's access to clean water, their failure to maintain equipment which leads to the spills, and mismanagement of funds following bill increases, and Thurston's bonus ban.
That's
These
crazy.
Call themselves a Citizens Arrest Network. Comes days after Anglian Water were given approval by the competition body to raise bills over the cap initially set by the soon-to-be defunct Ofwat, and an agreed increase of 19% on charges. Blimey. Citizens Arrest, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, I suppose.
My goddess. So a group of women in the UK decided to arrest. In fact, they decided to give citizen arrest to the CEO of Anglian Water in the UK. Now, according to this lady, the CEO is accused of spilling wastewater. I mean, through the improper way. So there's a way of spilling water, but he spilled it inappropriately. And so they gave her a citizen arrest. When the CEO was on his way to work, they arrested him. They read his charges to him, and they told him his right and what he has to do and what he can't do. And that's what happened in the UK. Now, why am I making this story? I'm making this story because on Saturday, Ghana, led by Dr. Hassan Ayariga, have planned a similar citizen arrest. And so, I just put together this video so that we could educate ourselves and know what to do in a citizen arrest and what not to do. So, I'll be reading something from the Ghana's constitution on the right that it gives individuals to make citizen arrests. And so let's read this. So it says that under Ghanaian law, a private citizen can arrest someone without a warrant if they commit certain offenses such as involving force, violence, theft, fraud, or injury to the public or personal property. A citizen arrest is lawful if the arrestee is reasonably suspected of committing such an offense. The 1992 Constitution guarantees the right to personal liberty and requires that an arrested person be immediately informed of the reason for the arrest and their right to a lawyer. So, just like the ladies did, once you arrest somebody, you immediately tell the person of the offense and you tell him of his or her right. Now, these are conditions for lawful citizen's arrest. Number 1. The arrestee has committed or is reasonably suspected of committing certain offenses. Now, this includes an offensive involving force or violence, an offense that causes bodily harm to someone, theft or fraud, an offense involving injury or public property, an offense involving injury or property owned by or in the custody of the private person. So, if you suspect that somebody is going to commit fraud, somebody is going to, commit somebody which will endanger the life of other people, or theft, you can place or effect a citizen arrest on the person. There is no need for you to wait for the police or call for the police. You can arrest and hand the person over to the police or call the police to come and pick the person. Now, this one says that the 1992 Constitution of Ghana does not have a specific provision on Ghana's citizen arrest. Legal authority for citizen's arrest is found in Section 12 of the Criminal and Other Offences Procedure Act 1960 at 30, which allows a private person to arrest without a warrant in specific situations such as when they witness certain offences being committed. Now, Section 12 of the Act 30 empowers private citizens to arrest without a warrant for the following reasons. So, these are the reasons you can arrest somebody. Number one, when they witness an offense involving the use of force or violence. Number two, when they witness an offense that causes bodily harm. 3, when they witness an offense of stealing or fraud. And I'm sure this will be the basis for Ghanaians. When they witness an offense involving injury to public property. 3, when they witness an offense when a person is reasonably suspected of having committed any of the above offenses, provided the offense has already occurred. So these are the instances where you can place citizen arrest on anybody in Ghana that you suspect. You can arrest the person and hand the person over to the police. So what does this mean? This means that on Saturday, if the citizen arrest is supposed to be carried out, a group of people can go and arrest the Igbo king or whoever is involved, but you should not harm the person. You should not touch the person, such as beating, lynching the person is not allowed, looting, moving into the person's house and going to destroy properties, going to steal, take things, they are all not allowed. If you commit any of these things, you have already defeated the purpose of the citizen arrest, and you, the person, you can be arrested. So these are the grounds for the citizen arrest. And as we educate ourselves, on Saturday, if you are supposed to go there or if you are going there, these are the conditions under which you follow. So these are some videos you can watch and observe so that you don't go and do the opposite and rather cause trouble for Dr. Hassan Ayariga or for the Patriotic Alliance or for anybody who will be organizing the demonstration or organizing the citizen arrest. Guys, this is a little education for us before Saturday. If you love this video, don't forget to give thumbs up, subscribe, like, and share the video. It's a wrap for today.
Police are apparently involved now and presumably trying to free him from his unlawful imprisonment, which I suppose if you were a lawyer you might call it that. But you know, this is what happens when water companies overstep the mark and make a big mess everywhere, and the law doesn't seem to do anything about it. So there we are. I suppose we should salute the old Citizens Arrest Network for doing something peaceful.
Hi Linda, my name's Jo. I have evidence that you're on your way to commit an indictable offence and I have called the police.
Thank you.
You're under a citizen's arrest. I'm placing you under a citizen's arrest and the police are on their way, so the best thing you can do is wait with us until they get here.
What is the charge?
The charge is public nuisance. We have an evidence dossier that's been sent to the CPS and the Director of Public Prosecutions.
John the Copus, isn't it? Hi, I'm here to place you on the citizen's arrest. Oh, really? You are being filmed. We would advise you to wait here. The police have been called. It's my civil right as a citizen to place you under citizen's arrest if I believe that a crime is committed. This is the legal indictment against you. Are you interested in what we have?
Stephen?
Hello.
Hi. I'm afraid I'm placing you under a citizen's arrest. The police have been called. We've got evidence that you have been and intend to continue committing a crime. We should let you know that...
Sorry, what is the crime?
You're being accused of public nuisance.
Sorry, I have no idea what this is about. So.
It would be advisable for you to take these papers. The police have been called, so it's best if you wait with us until they arrive. Mr. Lambert, would you like to take this information for your lawyer?
Here's everything you need to know about a citizen's arrest in Canada. I'm not a lawyer, so please take what I say with caution. I'm a safety expert and former police officer. Now I own an emergency services tactical supply store in Toronto, Canada, and I provide people with safety tips and self-defense techniques to help them feel safer and more confident. A word of caution, a citizen's arrest is a very serious and potentially dangerous commitment. Unlike police officers, citizens are not delegated to preserve and maintain public peace, nor are they properly trained to apprehend suspected criminals. So extreme caution is needed when attempting to make a citizen's arrest. Whenever possible, you should report any crime to the police instead of taking action yourself. Police officers are equipped with the proper equipment and they're trained to deal with incidents, especially if they escalate to violence. Before you decide to make a citizen's arrest, please consider a couple of things. First off, is it possible for an officer to intervene? If so, allow the police to do it instead of acting on your own. Think of your safety and the safety of others around you, especially nowadays. Consider situational factors such as, is the suspect alone? Do they have a weapon? Are they acting in a violent way? Or do they appear to be on drugs or alcohol? Consider environmental factors and levels of stress for everyone involved. Will you be able to turn the suspect over to the police without delay once the arrest is made? Now, once you've considered all that and decide to make the arrest, you should, number one, tell the suspect that you are making a citizen's arrest and holding them until police arrive. Next, call the police immediately. If you don't, the arrest may be ruled illegal. Only use as much force as is necessary for the purpose of making the arrest, as long as you are acting on reasonable grounds. Remember, you're criminally responsible for any excessive force you use, not to mention potentially a civil lawsuit. Do not question the suspect, that's not your job, and do not search them or their possessions. Your only job is to detain them until police arrive. When police arrive, tell the police what happened and let them handle the rest. A couple other important things to note. You must find a person in the act of committing a crime or escaping from and being pursued by anyone with lawful authority to arrest that person in order to make your citizen's arrest. If you are arresting someone for a more serious offense, you can only make the arrest at the time you witness the person committing the offense. You cannot arrest someone after any lapse of time has passed unless it's in relation to your property, in which case you can either arrest that person in the act of committing the crime to your property or arrest that person within a reasonable time afterwards. I personally would seriously reconsider making a citizen's arrest nowadays. The way I look at it, is your life worth risking or getting injured worth the arrest? As always, it really depends on you personally and of course the situation. I hope this helps clarify anything regarding citizen's arrest. Do your research, contact a lawyer, and please be careful when making any decisions. Stay safe.